Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. Today I am going to be doing my February TBR. What a TBR is my to be read in the month of February. And so I have quite the stack of books that I am hoping to read. Of course, things might change. I might start a book and decide that it's not quite for me right now, but this is what I'm hoping to read for the month of February 2020. We'll see how far I get. So, the first book of the month of February that I want to try and read is so I have my categories of things that I want to read each month. And so this is my fantasy read for the month. It is Graceling by Kristen Cashore. Don't know if I'm saying that right. And I remember reading this a long time ago I think when it first came out. And I absolutely loved it. It's been so long, so I hardly remember what the book is even about. So it's going to be like I'm reading it for the first time. I did borrow this one from my local library, and so I got to get on it so that way I can return it on time. Not sure, I can't really remember exactly what it's about, so I apologize. In my wrap-up, I'll be able to explain what it's about and if I liked it. For my contemporary, I am going to be reading To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and this is by Jenny Han. I showed this in one of my book hauls, and it's about a girl who, I guess when she's dating these boys, she writes love letters to them, but she never ends up giving them to them. So she's got this pile of them, I guess, and somehow the letters get out and are given to these boys, and that is all I know about it. I heard that it is a very cute read. It's a contemporary. This is going to be my contemporary read for this month, and I need to breathe and stop instead of just trying to talk. Sorry. But yeah, it's supposed to be a very cute read. They are coming out with this on Netflix, or they already have, I don't know. But yeah, I want to get to this one this month and give it a go. Hopefully it'll be a cute contemporary read. The next book is my classic for the month, and this is I got this in my book outlet order, and it is a beautiful copy of Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I absolutely have loved these shows growing up. It was something that my mom and I would always watch together, and I love it. It's all about kindred spirits. So I'm hoping that I enjoy this one a little bit more. It's kind of got a little hate to love relationship in this that I already know about, so I'm looking forward to reading it. And it's just such a cute little book, and it's adorable. I do have other copies of this Anne of Green Gables, but I'm thinking I want to read my pretty copy instead of just the regular paperback book. So that is that one. The next one is, I can't remember. Oh, no, would be this one. My Just for Fun book is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This is the second book in the Harry Potter books, and it's by J.K. Rowling. I have never actually read all of the Harry Potter books. However, my daughter is going to be reading these. We're going to be reading it together as a buddy read, because she has to read it for school, and so we're gonna read this one together. So I'm really excited. We read the first one together in December, so now we're gonna read this one together, and hopefully we can continue to read them together. But this is my Just for Fun book. I love the Harry Potter movies. I believe I've read the first 2 or the first 3 books and have loved them as well. So hopefully I can continue to watch them. No, I can continue to read them as time goes on. The next one is my sequels read for this month, and it is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, and it is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I really enjoyed the first book. It was very, very fast read, and so this one I'm looking forward to finding out now that Selena is moving on with her life, and I don't want to say much more than that because I don't want to spoil the first book. However, I enjoy the quick banter and her personality. It is kind of a love triangle going on by the end of the first book, so I'm looking forward to seeing what continues in the next book. And then I don't have my new release. It's kind of gonna be a common thing for my TBR books, is the new releases haven't quite come out yet, so I don't have them in hand. But my read for February, my new release book for February is the sequel. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's the sequel to it's called Crown of Midnight. No, take that back. Okay, so the sequel is A Heart of Flames. It's the #2 book in the Nikki Palprado books, and I'm looking forward to reading that. It is going to be the Owl Crate special edition. It's supposed to have these gorgeous sprayed edges. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys once I get it in my hand. It's supposed to be like a special box, so I'll probably do it in an unboxing so you guys get to see how amazing it is at the same time I do. So that's for my new release. I also have a stack of books that I just want to read just because I want to get to them in this month. And the first one is Shadow and Bone by Lee Berdugo. And I have not read this series yet. It's the Grishaverse series. It's super, super popular. I'm surprised I have not read it yet because everybody has already read this. I believe they are coming out with a Netflix show based upon the Grishaverse, and so I am looking forward to reading this. I don't know much about the book. I've purposely kept myself in the dark about it because I didn't want others to influence whether I would like it or not. So the cover is gorgeous. I know a lot of people complain about cover changes, but we're a hunting family, so the picture of a beautiful deer on the front, the silhouette of the deer on the front is quite beautiful. Plus it kind of looks like blue camouflage. So you can't go wrong with camouflage in my book. However, I will stop talking about that now. The next one that I want to get to is Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and she just had the sequel come out last month in January, so I really want to get to read this one. It is about a girl and her mother are not necessarily on the run, but they are out. They travel quite frequently. Her grandmother is a famous author, and she dies unexpectedly in her homestead, which is the Hazelwood. The name of her homestead is the Hazelwood. And there is mysterious things that go along with Hazelwood. It's very dark and mysterious. And then her mother is kidnapped, and she has to go back to Hazelwood to try and find out the mystery behind everything. And that is all I know about it from reading the synopsis of the book. So it sounds very intriguing. It sounds very exciting. I've heard it is a love-hate book. Some people love it. Some people hated it. So hopefully I'll be one that loves it. I think this book is just fabulous. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm a sucker for a pretty book. You know, I can't help myself. The next book is The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. This is supposed to be sort of a vampire-ish book. However, I've heard from other people that have read it, it doesn't really have much to do with vampires quite yet, but maybe when the sequel comes out, I believe the sequel's coming out this year. I don't know exactly what day. but hopefully the sequel has more of the vampire-ish stuff to it. But I really can't remember the synopsis for this either, just that it was supposed to be a vampire-ish book. It's got a pretty cover. I'm a sucker for a pretty cover, and it has a lot of mystery and stuff. So I'm hoping I enjoy it. We'll see. And the next one is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I've never read anything by Leigh Bardugo, so hopefully this month I just fall in love with Leigh Bardugo's works, because I am going to be reading quite a bit from her this month. And this one is about a gal that goes back to Yale. She's given a free ride to Yale, but she has to uncover all of these mysterious groups, or what are they called? Secret societies. So she's got to stick her nose in all these secret societies and figure some stuff out. And I heard that this is a fabulous, fabulous book. I believe this is actually an adult book, not a young adult book. I think there was some kind of controversy between whether it was adult or young adult. I believe it is more of an adult book or a new adult book. Either way, I'm excited to read it. It sounds like a very good read. A lot of people have said high things of this. I haven't really heard any reviews about people that didn't like this book, so I am looking forward to delving into this one. There are a couple more books that are new releases that are going to be coming out in the month of February that I really, really want to read. Let me see if I think I have it written down. So All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. That one is a piratey-ish book that I want to read. The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller is something that I was wanting to read. I can't remember. I mean, it's funny because it's like as soon as I read a synopsis, I'm like, oh, I like that. That sounds interesting. But then I forget the synopsis. I just remember that I want to read it. So that's just how my brain works. So I don't remember what that one's about. However, I do want to read it. Another one is Of Curses and Kisses. This is a contemporary by Sandia Menon. I think that's how you pronounce her name. It is supposed to be a contemporary of twist on Beauty and the Beast. I'm a sucker for Beauty and the Beast, so I really want to get my hands on this one and see what it is about. And also The Queen's Assassin by Melissa de la Cruz. Hopefully I'm not butchering that one. That one seems pretty easy to say, but apparently my tongue doesn't want to. But anyway, that is, yeah. Anyhow, like I said, I can never remember synopsises. I just remember that it was something that I wanted to read. So hopefully those new releases I can get my hands on sometime this month. If not, hopefully I can get them on my bookshelf to read in the future. But so far, those, I think there's 10 books. Yeah, 10 books. So thank you so much for joining. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and go ahead and just hit that bell icon, because, you know, why not? You'll be able to see my videos as soon as they come out. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.